Hello everyone and welcome to today's edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. I've just looked at my hair. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Yeah, so sorry, I have only just literally got home 20 minutes ago. So another long day at the job, and then it's oh, the meeting's overrun. Oh, now I'm saying it like that. I also wanted to really meet someone who came over, one of the co-workers, so I had to go down to the bar, do some small talk, and I was like, I have to leave now, goodbye. But we've made it. We are here, everyone. We're going to have a Thursday evening of hopefully some joy, levity, I hope. So hey, how's it going? I would just like to point out this comment. Thank you very much, Mega Pork Chop Express. It says, oi, oi, congrats on 21K. Thank you very much. Here on the channel, we make slow progress, but it's fine. I could do the thing where I care, but I kind of I just enjoy making the things that I like. Because actually, Locking It Down with Lucy, actually, I think a lot of people unsubscribe every time I stream, and I'm just like, meh. The people that enjoy it, and I just do the things that I like. So yeah, thank you all for being here, and I hope the evening finds you well. So today's poll, because I feel like I've got some kind of sugar addiction at the moment. I can't stop thinking about sugar. I just want to eat sugar all the time. Today I had 2 dessert snacks, and I feel like an absolute oh my god, the shame. I had a chocolate muffin, and then I had a custard tart, but it was St. George's Day, so I couldn't turn down a custard tart, could I now? So that was everything. So the poll is, which is best chocolate? I must know. Milk, dark, white, or none? People who say none, I'm very questionable about. I'm I don't understand how chocolate solves all the world's problems, does it not? I mean, I feel like it does for me anyway. Maybe that's why I'm always I must eat chocolate. It cures the world. So at the moment we have none at 2%, dark at 10%, white at 21%, and of course stealing the victory at the moment is milk, which I suspected, at 65%. God, I'd want to just eat it all. If I could just get chocolate now and just stack it all on top of each other and just it would be glorious. So that's what's going on with me. I just want to eat chocolate, really. But what's happening? What's happening with you guys? Gloria X saying Milky Bar is the best chocolate. Ooh, Milky Bars are good. I love a good celebration box. So you can get a good Milky Bar, Mars bar, all the bars. Now I'm just taunting myself with all the chocolate I could be eating. Chocolate, a chocolate burger. Oh, I love chocolate so much. Chocolate is life. Yorkies are the best. Okay. Oh, I just had a milk chocolate digestive with my tea. Oh, this is giving me life. PS3 Gaming Scotland says Milky Buttons or Giant Cadbury's Buttons. Ah, it's all so good. Maybe I just go and buy some chocolate. We have a chocolate mukbang right here. We just go and just eat all the chocolate. Ah, Ferrero Rocher, Kinder, Snickers, Twix. It's so, cream eggs with a little dash. Oh, it's so good. Well, chocolate does solve most of the world's problems, but another thing it does is bring me headaches. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, KRP TV. Oh, but then Galaxy is my favorite. Galaxy is the best. I need to re-up. I think this is the real problem here, everybody. I haven't at work re-upped the emergency chocolate box in quite some time. Emergency chocolate has run low, and maybe that is why the stress levels have gone high, and I need to re-up it. I'm on some old Cadbury's chocolate. I'm not sure if chocolate really goes off, but the Cadbury's chocolate is starting to taste a little weird. Maybe I just need to do that tomorrow. Just go and get a bunch of chocolate, fill it back up. For those of you who don't know, in my locker I do have an emergency chocolate box supply for emergencies only, as Joel would say. If you need some chocolate, call your girl Lucy, she'll hook you up with some chocolate. But then you need to have a code red chocolate as well. So you've got your baseline chocolate, which is a Cadbury's, a dairy bar, something that's just a bar of chocolate. But then you need your code 9 or code red, which is no, I'm in serious need of chocolate. And that's when you pick out something that's going to really hit the spot. Something that will really improve your aspect ratio, as my dad would kind of not say. So for me, I would pick a Kinder Bueno or a Crunchy bar. Something that's ooh, you're not treating yourself to one of those all the time. That's for a special occasion. Oh, what? There's a new, B-Ballman, there's a new white chocolate Biscoff Kit Kat. I must try. Munchies are also great. Oh my god, this is torture. I can't even. Dairy Milk or Galaxy for me. Dark chocolate as it's good for you. Yeah, see, whenever I feel guilty about eating chocolate, I do eat dark chocolate, and then I'm like, now I feel better. Party at 25k. So I put my hands up, playing that song with Party at 25k. Maybe. I don't know. That feels like ages away. That feels like a crazy amount. So, welcome everyone to the show. I hope you all... Oh, no. I think you were talking about Magic Stars. Magic Stars. Oh, what's everyone's code red chocolate bar then? What's your code red? Robert was saying my code red is giant Galaxy chocolate bar. Oh, chocolate cereal with that sweet chocolate after milk. Oh my God. Do you know what, everyone? I've been on like 2 bowls of cereal every day. It's actually a problem. When I'm not putting Marmite in all of my food, I'm eating 2 bowls of cereal. Now I'm down to not much milk and not much cereal. There's a real crisis happening here. Where I'm just like scrounging around. Okay, right, I'm getting some code reds in. Jazzy saying my code red is a crunchy bar. Ooh, that is an epic code red. Dusty B70's code red is a Kinder Bueno. Now, white Kinder Bueno or normal Kinder Bueno, because the white Kinder Bueno is great. Oh, Terrence coming in with an Aero chocolate bar. This is good, but mint. I'm all on about that mint. I just want chocolate. What is this? Kinder Bueno brown. I can't even say it. Kinder Bueno brownie is good. What is a Kinder Bueno brownie when it's at home? Oh my God, I can't. Oh, a whisper bar. Okay, everyone, I'm going to quickly play a little game with you. I'm going to describe myself as a chocolate bar. If I was a real life person, you have to guess the chocolate bar. Or actually, maybe you could just guess what chocolate bar I'm eating. It might actually exclude people that don't know chocolate bars here. But how can I? Okay, so I'm a chocolate bar. What chocolate bar am I? Is that how you play the game? I don't know. So first I need to think of the chocolate bar, which would help the game. I'm trying not to think of one that people have already brought up, which could be difficult because I feel like we've hit... Okay. So I'm a chocolate bar. What chocolate bar am I? All right, so I'm probably, if I was a family member, I'd be a rowdy family member. I like to kick things off. I'm in charge, I'm the leader of the pack. There's lots to me. I've got a lot going on inside. I also have a bit of a crunch to me. Callum Hunter has gifted 10 LudiXP memberships. Thank you very much. We've got thanks for the memberships. So we've got Nathan Joseph, we've got Johnny Renhart, we've got Sora 1984, Marco Olivier, ABA3X Clint, Mr. Hibbert, Melissa G, all welcoming you to the gift, to the XP zone. I can confirm I am not a Snickers bar. I can confirm that I am not a Revels. I can confirm that I am not a Kinder Bueno. Dusty B70's got it. I am, of course, a Lion Bar. Lion bars, man. I put one in the fridge for too long and it was pretty intense. So that's what chocolate bar I am right now, I guess. I guess maybe I am feeling a bit Lion Bar-ish. It's like a red. Maltesers are great. Okay, I'm now going to act out eating a chocolate bar. I used to do this on the train with Ben. Okay, I'm eating a chocolate bar. What chocolate bar am I eating? Okay, let me think of one first. Okay, I've got one. Okay. Ooh, it's kind of got a softness to it, but I don't quite like it that much. But it's okay. Oh, it's got a weird taste to it. It's like, but I'm just going to continue eating it. It's got a bit of a, no, not quite any of these. I mean, it's a longish bar that sometimes you can get little ones like this, but I'm just like, it's kind of squishy. A Star Bar, not that squishy. It's got like a, and some people it's cat. Oh, who's got it? Jazzy Bourbon, you've got it. It is a Bounty. Chili also got it. A Bounty bar. I'm not a fan of Bounty bars or a Mound bar, as those in the US would say. Right, what is going on in the show today other than me talking about my horrific chocolate addiction? Ooh, how does a penguin build his house? It glues it together. Penguin bars, man. Great. This is a very sweet episode. I'm glad you like it. What is happening here? Why has my head decided to be insane in the membrane? Yeah, I do love to pick up a penguin. Those are good. Right, I haven't got the show notes because they're here in text form. So first of all, I'd like to shout out, thank you everybody who tuned into the Resident Evil 4 live stream at the weekend. Appreciate you being there, seeing me to the end of my Resident Evil 4 journey, and then seeing me get that S rank. in all of the shooting ranges. That was pretty awesome. Thank you for watching that. Tomorrow there will be the Burning Shores DLC playthrough, which is Horizon. I shall be playing that for, I don't know how long, until I can't take it anymore, I guess. Or I hope it'll be good. I liked the Frozen Wilds a lot, so we'll see. That'll be probably about maybe 7 p.m. British Standard Time. Depends what time I get back from work, but I hope on a Friday I'll be able to get back at a decent time and not back here super random. Oh, Random Girl was gifted a membership by Callum. Thank you so much, Callum, for all these gifts. Appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Yes, throw up your Aloys, your moody Aloys. Aloy, got something to say. Oh, anyone playing it? Jose is saying Burning Shores is really good. I hope so. I like how they went in Horizon. They went to the Frozen, and now in this one they're going to the Burning Wilds. Do you need the main Horizon game in order to get the DLC? I can't answer that one, Eric. I think maybe you do. Anyone know that? Me and my sister do that all the time. So that's a little bit of the housekeeping, but I would like to tell you guys a little something. Oh, Nathan says just finished the main story. Was pretty good, to be honest. Okay, cool. I'm glad. Emma's saying hi. Before we get into the main show, we do, of course, have the highlights and lowlights of the week. We have clip of the week. We have some of the main topics where I do want to touch on the worst video game final missions of all the times. I want to know which one is everyone's worst, because I might have to... You know when I rant about Horizon? Well, Fallout 76 has hold my beer, because I've got things to say, as per usual. And then I also want to talk about A Quiet Place 2, because I did watch that for the first time on Monday, and then we'll see what happens at the end of the show. But first and foremost, we have got a very, what's this? How do you put comments on the screen? Magic. I'm down. I do have a very special message for all of you watching the show today. For those of you that are watching on VOD or can't be with us, we have some top tips as made by our very own Foxy Cat for how you can best watch Locking It Down with Lucy. So thank you so much. This is a PTSD or whatever they say. I don't know. PTA? That's public displays of affection. Oh, that's PDA. Anyway, thank you, Foxy Cat. So maybe you could take some tips away for this week. So take it away, Foxy Cat. Thank you very much for putting this together.
Here are 3 tips to effectively watch Lockin' It Down with Lucy's Thursdays 8 p.m. BST on her YouTube channel. Tip number 1. When watching the VOD, play it at 1.25 speed. You can put it at 1.5 if you're daring, but 1.25 is just enough to get through the episodes quicker. Lucy might sound fast at first, but you come to find out that she actually sounds kind of normal since she's already a fast talker, so it's no different. Tip number 2. Do not watch at night, especially if you're tired and trying to go to sleep. Lucy has too much energy and she will keep you up. If you can, watch the episodes in the morning. Watching Lucy is almost equivalent to drinking 2 cups of coffee, so watching the show will bring you energy throughout the day. Tip number 3. Watch when doing an activity like playing video games. Remember, Lucy's energy will give you energy, so if you find yourself too tired and need to get up to do chores, just watch an episode and that will get you up. And those are my 3 tips. Let me know how they work out for you.
Oh, thank you so much, Foxy Cat, for making that. I stand by all those tips. Especially, maybe I should take one of the tips to myself. Like, Foxy Cat's saying you don't watch the show at night. I shouldn't probably not do the show at night, because afterwards, I don't know. I can't tell if I feel tired or awake afterwards. I feel some kind of existential limbo land. Like, I don't know, what happens in between your arteries, your bones, and your muscles? What's all that empty space happening inside of you? I feel like that sometimes, just the void between other things that have real things to do. Is there a fly on light? No, there's not. So yeah, those are the tips. I actually do, like, in all honesty, I do hope that the show can help people, like, if you've got to do a boring, mundane task, grinding out some trophies, or maybe you've got a hoover. I hope I can provide some kind of, entertainment, or at least, help pass the time while that's happening. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Foxy Cat has kindly said that I could post that on the channel, so I'll probably post that later. But yeah, I appreciate that, the effort that she put into that. It's very, very cool. So that was your PTSDA whatever for the show. So let us get into what am I drinking. So this show has a very tangential theme, which is not going to be a theme. It's like a 15-minute theme, I suppose. Let's see. A few KLPD says, I could binge watch Locking It Down with Lucy vlogs all through the night. Could you really? Not just in your bed like... That would be awful. Lock It Down with Lucy. It's nice to come home to work on a Thursday. Oh, thank you. I might have a hard time understanding at 1.5 speed. Em says I already follow these tips. Nice. You're doing it right. I don't even know. Oh, Stephen says I'm the Fallout 76. I got the platinum last year. Not a big fan of it. Well, stay around later. Oh, PSA, public service announcement. Thank you. Right, so you'll see in clip of the week later, but me and Beth met up at the weekend, and Beth doesn't go into London often, And I was like, oh, you'll see this a lot, everyone, is walking around drinking bubble tea. So I found bubble tea in a can. Now I'm wondering if it's going to have all the little, what are they called? No, this is a matcha flavor. I wonder if there's caffeine in it. I wonder the tapioca inside this can, or are you supposed to add that? I'm intrigued. So I went for this flavor for a more authentic feel. Now, because I want you to really see the insides, I've got a normal glass. I'm going to drink like a normal person. So let's see. Bubble tea. How do we feel about it? Do we like bubble tea? Is it worth it? I don't know. I find it confusing. But maybe that's because I'm a millennial. So I just drink, well, I don't even drink coffee. But that's where the millennials live in Starbucks. The Gen Zs live in like the Happy Lemon or all of the various bubble tea shops. Oh, it smells bizarre. How bizarre does it smell? Oh, it's a strange color. Oh my God. You know what this smells like? This is bringing me memories. Now, it's not the smell you think. It smells like the top layer of rice pudding. My favourite layer of rice. God, I haven't had rice pudding in so long. Oh, I used to love opening a can of that and just scraping that milky bit at the top. All right, let's try a taste of it here. By George, it tastes like matcha rice pudding. Maybe I should have shaken this. I don't know how to shake it now that I've opened it. So I'm just going to put my tongue on it quickly. Although, does it say shake before use? It definitely does taste like, it tastes like rice pudding if rice pudding had been sitting with a bunch of old tea bags. That probably looked weird. But I just wanted to shake it up without shaking it everywhere. Right, let's have a look. I don't think there's going to be any tapioca in it. I think it is purely... I think it's just purely the drink. Which is slightly disappointing, I guess. I was hoping for a meal out of this. I mean, it's refreshing. But it does have a very distinct taste. Looks like pond water. It does taste like matcha, I suppose. But it does taste like sucking on a tea bag. But sucking on a tea bag is somewhat refreshing because it's milky. So I will continue drinking it. Looks like a bush took a triumph. Woo! Lucy. I am sad that there was no tapioca though. Why does it say it doesn't come with that? Green tea powder, matcha flavouring, free-flowing agent, silicone. And this is all at the bottom. I don't think there's anything inside. Oh! Maybe there is something. It's coming out. Look! Is it coming out? There is something inside. How are you supposed to do this? I see them all there. They're like little frog spawn. Little tadpoles coming out. Is it gone? Did I get them all? Oh, look, there they are at the bottom. We did it, everybody. They were in there. But how am I supposed to drink that? I don't have a straw. It looks like polyjuice potion from Harry Potter. It does a bit. Polyjuice potion. I'm going to drink it. Ready? Oh no! Who am I going to turn into? Whose hair did I put into it? I don't know who I'm going to be or where I'm going to go. I haven't got anyone in my mind. Maybe I'll just be... Fuck you, Bill and Joel and blah, blah, blah. I'll just be Ellie. Turns me into Foxy Cat, maybe. Ooh. I can't wait till we get to the bottom of this. So we get to... I don't know if I can make it all the way through there. And then, to top it all off... This, by the way, is my dinner, everybody. Drink it quick before you grow legs. Like, whoa. I've got these... oh, what is this? Some spicy crisps. I don't know how spicy it is, but this person says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars of spice. And so maybe we're just going to mukbang it down. Mucking it down with Lucy. Well, there were actually other flavours. I was like, it was all in Japanese, so I couldn't actually tell. But I thought I'd go matcha. So let's have a go at this. Bon appetit. Why is that so difficult? That was the hardest packet of crisps I've ever opened. Right. What a smell, what a smell, what a mighty, mighty smell. Oh, yeah, it will be a great combination, won't it? What are you all eating for dinner? And now you're going to put Marmite in it? That's the real question. Right. I don't think it's going to be that hot. This isn't hot. This is just good. I'm a big fan of ridged crisps as well. Ridged crisps. Sabrina. Sabrina had pizza, but with no Marmite. But when it was the Queen's, not death, the Queen's funeral, I ordered Papa John's and they gave me like a Marmite pizza thing. It was real good. It was real good. To be honest, Marmite goes with everything. I'm just going to sit here and eat these crisps. I'm going to leg it up. It's over now. It is getting to me a little bit, the spice. What's Marmite? Marmite's great. It's like Vegemite. It's not spicy. It's just the flavour is at the back of my throat. These are real good. Real good. Right, I'm going to have to stop. Right. So, let me, hit me up. Oh, Marmite pizza. Do it. Marmite is the nectar of life. I'll tell you, this week I had Marmite couscous. What else did I eat with Marmite? I had a Marmite something else. I didn't have Marmite and cereal. I mixed Marmite in with... What did I can't remember what I ate today. Oh, not even today. I didn't have cheese and rice this week, but imagine cheese, rice and Marmite. What was the other meal I had? I can't remember it. I've lost it. I've lost in my mind. Did I have a quesadilla? No, I had the quesadilla with Marmite on the side. I didn't have super noodles and Marmite because that would be insane. I didn't have pasta and Marmite. I can't remember. Marmite and bread just seems too trivial, but I might try that. Anyway, it's time, everybody. Marmite by itself. No, there was definitely something I mixed it with. But it's lost. I've lost it. It's gone. It's gone from my memory banks. Yeah, Marmite is an acquired taste. So hit me up, everybody, with your highlights and lowlights of the week. What's been going on? We want to balance the highs and the lows. I didn't eat pasta this week, did I? I don't think so. So my lowlight of the week is probably today. Today was pretty long. I've had a lot of long days at work where it's like meetings until 6:30 or 7, which is kind of a bummer. So that's my... These are so good. I might eat these during clip of the week. So that's pretty much my lowlight of the week. I also did discover that I missed... I'm doing my second run of Resident Evil 4 and I missed a treasure. Wah, wah, wah. Highlight of the week, though, was I did have a work from home day. Free of The Sims. I don't think The Sims are here today, and it's glorious. And there is a fly on my blind. Or is it a spider? It's moved. Fluff doesn't move, but insects do. I did kill a fly this week. Is that terrible? So yeah, that's pretty much my highs and lows of the week. Not really much going on. I don't work shifts. It's just more like there's a lot of meetings that you have to attend sometimes, and they just go on late, which means you have to stay late to take the meetings. PS3 Gaming very kindly says, highlight watching Lockin It Down with Lucy. Thank you very much. Sabrina says, highlights my early birthday present game in the mail. Oh, what was that? Handmade croquette hook. And I had a great work evaluation. Oh, congrats. Good highlight. Congratulations. How is Pepsi? I did see Pepsi Girl for like a fraction of a second a day. And she asked me some questions, but we didn't really have time to really catch up. But I think Pepsi Girl is alive and well. KLPD says, highlight is that I've been on holiday in Ilfracombe. Where's Ilfracombe? Is that how you say it? Or is it Ilfracombe? Ilfracombe. All week, having a lovely time. Lola, is our last day here tomorrow. Sad face. Oh, I'm very sad to hear that. But I hope you had a wonderful holiday. All good things must come to an end, my friend, sadly. Robert Wall says, their highlight is working towards 3,000th trophy. The plat in AC Odyssey. Lola only got 4 hours of sleep last night. Yeah, that's a bummer. I love sleep. But I hope the AC Odyssey trophy goes well. I hear that's a big game. What else we got going on? Oh, it's skipped a lot. Steven says, hi, it's got the Adventure Platinum. Nice, love a shiny highlight. Loads have to work overtime. That sucks, but hopefully he'll be able to make that time back. Did you miss a treasure in the Ashton? I'll tell you what happened, everyone. I was doing my Resident Evil playthrough. I'm doing my assisted playthrough. Thanks to Daniel Shirley, who told me, gave me a good roadmap. Doing assisted, all collectibles, merchant, no heals run. I went through chapter 2. I picked up an egg and I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw an egg at someone. Ate it by accident. Got to the end of the chapter, checked my stats. It said you had not been frugal. You had used one healing item. And I was like, when did I use a healing item? I totally forgot that eggs heal you. And so I had to restart the chapter again. No biggie, I suppose you are running through it quite quickly. And then today when I played, I realized I'd missed one treasure. And it was because I was running through that section again, I just missed one, which is a bummer. But it's not the end of the world because I don't need to do all the treasures in one playthrough. You just have to get all the treasures in each section. So I'll do it again for the next one, but I'm kind of bummed about that. I love that. Needs to be dealt with right away. It's crawling. I need to find out. I must investigate. I'll let you know. Right. Here we're just going to do an insect investigation. It's definitely, a fly doesn't walk this way. What's going on here? I don't know what this is. Oh my God, I don't like it, whatever it is. It's not a spider and it's not a fly. It's got a shell. What does that mean? I do kind of want to, maybe I'll grab it during clip of the week and I'm just going to have to murder it. It's some kind of, I don't know. It's a weird, it's got weirdness on it. It's not something I recognize. And I don't like that it's here. I don't know how it got here either. Because this window stays shut no matter what. So it's been born somewhere. But where? Where has it been born from? Anyways, that's a problem I'll investigate a bit. Terrence says, got a PS5. Congrats, that's a great highlight. Well done. Dusty says, highlight, got a shiny for Rhyme. Party emoji, nice, congratulations. Lowlight grinding for sleeping dogs trophies. What was the grind for sleeping dogs? I don't remember that one. I don't know how I feel about this drink. The more it sits there, the more, it's crawling away. Crawling off my blind, this insect I must find. I don't like it. M says, highlight finished God of War for the first time and it was so good. Also got Ragnarok, so yay. Oh, well, I hope you're enjoying that. Congrats. Fabio says, highlight, I'm going to my sister's birthday party on Sunday. Lola, I'm tired. I am also tired, Fabio. We'll get through it. Sleep can be had. It's going, everyone. I don't have anything. I have nothing. It's going up the blind. I don't want it to exist and like meet other people. It's going and it's going and it's going and it's gone. YouTuber discovers new species at our home. Maybe there was a cricket in my room once, really freaked me out. It's going. It's off on its adventures. It's off on its jollies. I'm never going to get it up there. I'm going to have to investigate this later. You got to burn the house down. Exactly. A stink bug? Stink bugs aren't real. Are they? They say the egg's supposed to heal you, but it ain't done much healing. Oh, what? Oh, where's that from? Jane says, Lowlight, horrible stomach cramps right now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jane. I hope you feel better soon. I hope this is able to take your mind off it. Highlight, lovely day at the weekend with my friend I've not seen since before the pandemic. That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. I can't concentrate with the fly or the bug or the whatever. Raymond says, Lowlight, zero gaming this week. Sometimes you can have a tough break week, unfortunately, but hopefully you can make up for it at some point in the future. MGC says, highlight, catching the show live with a few cans of Guinness. Well, cheers. I'll cheers you with my swamp water. This looks like something that Shrek would drink. In fact, every sip it gets worse. Every sip it does. I should just like down it like I'm a celebrity. So Dave says, highlight, I finally had my tooth extracted date. Oh, I'm so relieved it's over. I'm glad that storyline has come to a conclusion, and a happy conclusion. Apart from the fact that my mouth is still numb and it's bleeding a ton as I have stitches. Well, hopefully this is the best outcome and it'll all, I hate that after operation bit. It always feels a bit weird, doesn't it? Let's see. Sabrina says, Lowlight, losing my mind trying to get the Kamikaze trophy in Heavy Rain. Oh my God, I'd forgotten about that trophy. Discovery Channel XP, Newt Bug Edition. I'm going to have to pull the blind down during clip of the week. I better not be a face hugger. It's off to get that. No mates. Christopher says, highlight, I quit drinking. I was downing about 2 litres of whiskey a week. Well, congrats. I hope that goes well for you. I need to quit sugar, or at least the amounts, the copious amounts that I drink. Use a slipper. That implies I have a slipper. I'm not a slipper person. It's on its way. I'm more of a sock person. I just like wearing a good old sock. A slipper just seems too formal for the home environment, you know? I don't need to be walking around apart from, well, I guess I should have had, I can't rest. I can't be chill because it's on its way. Funniest Cloud says, hi everybody. Hi, it's the Plaguer. Yeah, I will probably get a paper towel and do that. I have a slipper you can borrow, thank you. I'm probably going to paper towel it and yeah, just scrunch it up and chuck it in the bin and hope for the best. Okay, so is it small enough to get in a walk into, what? Is it small enough to get it to walk into a can opening? Probably. It's about this big. It's very small, but it is on the move. And I just don't like the way it, put my summon sign down. Yeah, the boss fight music. Right, I'm going to play for you clip of the week so that I can deal with this bug. It's bug snacks. Ooh. Everyone's talking about bug snacks. Yes, pause the show to get the invader. Converters, hi Lucy and everyone. Just got out of a meeting. I'll watch the first part on the vlog, but I'm glad I'm able to catch this part. Thank you so much for being at Converge. Right, so my other highlight of the week was me and Bethany hung out at the weekend, and we I took Bethany to London. She doesn't go to London often, so I planned out a little like weekend. Well, not a weekend. That's a bit extreme. A weekday. No, it was a weekend. It was a weekend. A weekend of activities, but on one day. It was a Sunday. A Sunday. We went out on Sunday to London. We walked around. You know what? I'm going to play the clip and kill the bug. Play the clip and kill the bug. Quick. Watch where I'm stepping. Look at the camera. Whoa. Oh wow. Yes, I'll say it. Oh, you got look at I put a lot of potato. The potato's real good. Oh yeah. So we decided to stop by and get some bubble tea. I don't know what I ordered. What is this?
It's curdling.
She just asked me questions. I just wanted mango and milk. So we're gonna see. Let's see what we can do. Ooh. It's not milky at all. But it's
jelly in
fresh.
it?
And it's got the things at the bottom. There's a crunch to it.
Well, that's the passion fruit seeds.
Oh yeah, good point. Why did I ask for that?
I don't know.
Well, here it is. It's nice, I guess.
And if you can read, it's that.
Yeah. Yeah, what does that mean? Mango passion fruit. I have returned, everybody. After squishing bugs and eating crisps, I'm going to have a bit of the matcha. I went up to the bug and was like, next. And then did a bit of the old, like, you know, like how Leon does to down it. Should I actually down it? No. I'm not eating the bug. So I just got a bit of tissue and just went whoop, and then put it in the thing. So yeah, that was a super cool day. If you ever find yourself in London, you should try. I believe it's called Bunsig, and that's the hot dog, the corn dog place. And I had the one with potato and mozzarella cheese. It was very good. So yeah, we had a nice little like Japanese kind of themed day out, which is why we went to a store and I bought. Well, I didn't buy this on the day, but I did buy some crisps and stuff. Should I actually down it? It doesn't get any better. It just gets. I will down it when it gets to the end because I don't know how I'm going to eat all this tapioca bit. Right, so whilst we were out, we also stopped by the Design Museum. Now, the Design Museum had this little number here. Look at this. It had a bunch of the old consoles. So call out, sing out, as my grandma would say, sing out. Which of these have you owned? I have owned, I think I had the Wii. Which Sega is that? Is that a Sega Mega Drive? Maybe. I'm pretty sure I had the Game Boy, but maybe not that version. Game Boy Color, Mega Drive, none of these. Damn, I'm just running away quickly because I have something to get. But if I can find it, I don't know if you can still hear me. Can you hear my voice? Oh no. What if I can't find what I'm looking for? That would be a real shame. Oh, here it is, I found it. Right. Because, sorry, I'm back now. None of these, I played Game Boy before, Game Boy and Wii. I guess some of these, there's an Atari or something there. So, word around the street of the office, I mentioned to someone in confidence that I'd never played a Mario game. The only Mario game I have ever played properly is Dr. Mario. And I played it on this old thing. Look at this. This is my Game Boy. Was it my Game Boy Pocket? Which I really liked how you could see all its innards and stuff. And my dad found it recently at home when he was clearing stuff out. And I was like, oh yeah, I only had 2 games for it. Dr. Mario and what's the other one? It was the one where it was like a Brick Blaster type one. So that's what I was playing on this. It was black and white. There was no color on this. But look at this thing. I was like, just playing that. So, yeah, that's a little blast of the past. So, yeah, then this person at work kept telling everyone, Lucy's never played a Mario. No, it was more like, you know, the one where you've got like a thing that goes this way and the ball goes boop, boop, boop. Not pong, but the other way. And there's like a brick, like loads of bricks here. And you've got to try and keep bouncing across it. So, yeah, that's, some people said they had this Game Boy too. Game Boy's back when games were just for boys. Yeah, Brick Breaker. I think it was Brick Breaker. That's the game I had. I think I enjoyed Brick Breaker more than Dr. Mario. Why can't I say Brick Breaker without breaking my mouth? I did play Pong back on my grandpa's. Yeah, it wasn't Tetris. Dr. Mario was more of a Tetris one. So yeah, it was quite cool going to the design museum and seeing some of the technology stuff that was there. They had like a bunch of old iMacs and stuff, which was pretty cool. So speaking of Mario, Imogen was asking, she wanted to know which Mario game she should play. So on Instagram, you can follow me here. I put out a call, Wick Waker. I put out a call for what Mario game should Imogen play. And our survey said, most people said Mario Odyssey was the one that she should play for her first ever Mario. So maybe we'll get to review it at some point. Whether she'll get it or not, I don't know. Has she even played Kirby? I bought her Kirby for her birthday. Or did I buy it for Christmas? Will you stream a Nintendo game one day? Well, firstly, see, someone said this to me. Someone said, like, I should play Mario for the first time on the stream. And I was like, I guess I could do. But first I need to buy some kind of Nintendo console. And secondly, I don't know. Which one would... Okay, let's do a think process here. If I was to play a Mario game, which one would I play? Which one would you say is the one that I'm going for? I feel like Mario 64 is probably the one. Like, I did play a little bit of Mario 64 at my friend's house, but I never owned it, so I never beat it or did anything. Super Mario World, Whispers Emulator. These are really good, these crisps. These crisps are the best. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Nintendo games are good when you just want to chill trophy hunting. Oh, wait, hang on, that went the other way. This drink is horrific. It only gets worse. A 2D side-scrolling one. Do I have to go back to basics? Do I have to, like, go back to, like, Mario Origins? It's like saying to someone who's never played video games, hey, play Uncharted 4. It would blow their tiny mind. I feel like you got to ease them in gently. You know, let them get the controls or something first. New Super Mario Bros. Is good, I hear. I don't know, maybe. So N64. As in, like, Mario 64. So maybe. The thing is, I'm just so into trophies, I find it difficult to play anything that doesn't have any trophies related to it. Because, like, have I even played anything? What's even going on? So, speaking of what I have been playing, segue, maybe one day, I will play a Mario game when everything goes wrong. So, I have actually, everyone, been on a trophy streak. Woo! Trophy streak! So, for those of you who don't know, it's because This was unintentional until I realized it was happening. So it's when you earn a trophy consecutively every day until you don't or something. So come me now on a journey through time and space to the world of the internet. The internet, come with me to the internet. Here it is. This is it. So my oldest streak, which I'd one day like to beat, is of course here on November the 1st, 2014. I was going for 26 days with 81 trophies. I am now in second place with 18 days and 41 trophies. Now, there is a twister. I don't think I can beat. The thing is, now it's in my head. I'm like trying to plan out what I'm going to like play in order to get a trophy every day. And it's becoming like, oh God, like when will it end? But I don't want it to be like unorganic. So it will, the streak will break next Saturday, because next Saturday I am going up to Newcastle to meet the trophy hunting Avengers, Adam, Lewis, and Joel. So I'm not going to bring my Vita and just try and pop a trophy here. But if I pop a trophy, if I click on this is a very cool website, by the way. You can see here that starting on the 2nd of April 2023, I started with Resident Evil 4. It's because I've got 3 games on the go, everyone. This is how it's happening, because I've been playing Resident Evil 4, as you see. Been playing a lot of WWE 2K23. Then we jumped into Fallout 76 because I'm trying to like platinum that. Then there was, you know what? I'm super lucky. If I didn't get those Cuphead trophies on the day that was the anniversary episode, the streak would have been dead. Then got the, some more Fallout, Resident Evil. So this is the journey, everyone. Then so much Fallout, so much Resident Evil, and then some WWE. And I think what's going to tide me over is pretty much Resident Evil and Fallout 76. It's going to be the ones. Oh, look, you can see a whole top 10 here. I was doing the business in 2012. 2017 wasn't too bad. 2018 had quite a lot. As you can see, I don't normally keep streaks going very often. Oh, amazing. Yes, I'm going to play Burning Shores tomorrow. So that will also help me. Oh, thank you, Converge, for gifting a membership. Sons Esquela, welcome to the XP Zone. God, there are so many people in the XP Zone. This is mad. Thank you. Oh, so what's everyone else's trophy streak at the moment, or what's your best trophy streak? I'm interested. Do you care? Like, I don't want it to go on forever. Like, I don't want it to become like an obsession. Is there a way to see the longest you've gone without earning a trophy? I don't know if there's a way you could tell what kind of a gap, like if it goes the other way or not. What happens if I click trophy streaks? Oh, okay, then it goes back to here. Oh my God, this is forever, ever, and ever, and ever. Yeah, that's not helpful at all. Yeah, maybe I'll have to look into that. The longest, how long you went without. What site is this? This is True Trophies. This is the True Trophies. And it gives you a bunch of like really cool stats. So that's been an exciting time in my life. Is trying to keep the streak alive, much like the Undertaker, it's nice. I do actually whilst I really did enjoy the 75% grind, I really like just having lots of games to play, like a game for every different mood. Like right now I'm like a super in a Resident Evil mode. Like the game is just so good, it's so fun to replay. So let's see what people are saying. So Kowa, I hope that's, is it Kokwa? Says, my best is 375 days in 2017. Nice. Robert War is saying, I had a 100-day achievement streak and a 30-day trophy streak. Get a trophy before you go. I think I've got one today already. So we're good. I've been getting one in the morning. And then, tomorrow, as Jose's pointed out, Burning Shores, I shall be playing that. So hopefully there will be a trophy that I'll get within the time frame, because I don't know if I'm going to play anything in the morning or not. I'm not sure. Let's see. So you earn a trophy every day for 18 days. Yes, that is what that is telling me. It's mad. Thank you, Stephen. I hope you enjoy the content there. It's mainly me just moaning about things or cooking badly. But, some people think it's interesting. Robert was saying, on a 9-day streak at the moment, have a 100-day streak on Xbox before. Nice. Luke is saying, hey, Luke, how's it going? I'm on a 15-day streak at the moment. Nice. I like when the streaks just creep up on you. It's only when I noticed it that I was like, oh, I could do something about this. But I think I want to try and, maybe for next year's goal, maybe hit a proper record or something. I think that would be quite fun. Terrence is saying, my best is 267 days. I'm on 111 days right now. Because some days you're just not feeling it, or some days you just don't earn any trophies. Let's say I was playing Elden Ring, for instance. The next trophy could be 15 hours away. And I don't know. I don't normally play PlayStation for 15 hours. So, it's quite fun. I also quite like the kind of, planning it out now. Because I'm like, well, on this day I'm going to get this, and this day I'm going to get that. which is why I haven't platinumed Fallout 76 yet, because we're saving that for Sunday, because tomorrow we need to get a different, well, tomorrow I'm doing Burning Shores, Saturday, oh no, but that doesn't make any sense. I'll have to figure it out. Going to have to go on this site to find out what my streak is. Yes, True Trophies, it's really good. It gives you lots of different stats and stuff. Gloria X saying, my longest streak is 78 days with 439 trophies in 2022. Currently on a 50-day streak with 233 trophies. Nice. Yeah, I think I do miss how now that, well, I like building up a collection of games again so I can just bounce between them all. Like if I'm not feeling Resident Evil 4, then I can jump into WWE, or I can just like mill about in Fallout 76. It's good, and it's all, yeah. Different games for different modes. So leading on to that, I'm going to talk about now Resident Evil 4. So as I said before, I'm doing my next playthrough, and the game is just so good. It's so good just replaying that game. Like you're going through a new game plus, all your weapons are really powerful, and it's weird how quick it is when you already know what you're doing. You're just running through, like nailing people down, getting all the stuff, and then I put on the classic soundtrack for this playthrough. So I'm wondering how many playthroughs I really have to do until I get bored. So far, I'm not bored of it yet. I think there's something about Resident Evil games that I find super addictive. So there's that. But then I also want to talk about what I've also been... Oh, hang on. Let's say Jose is saying, as of right now, all Burning Shores trophies are ultra rare. You can hit your yearly goal by tomorrow. What? I can't be doing that. That's a bit naughty, isn't it? Oh, Em's asking, did you play God of War Ragnarok yet? No. Actually, I have to admit something. I had to uninstall God of War Ragnarok to be able to reinstall Horizon Forbidden West. Can you believe the tragedy? Tragedy! When the feeling's gone, you can. But I don't know if DLC trophy. Well, I guess they could count. I guess because it's super rare. This weekend, 100%, I am installing my hard drive into Luther because I can't live this life anymore. I'm on the brink of being full on PS. I can't live my life with 3 PS5 games installed at all times. It's just not. It's not viable. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to open up Luther. I'm going to open him up and add something to his, bionically enhance him like we're playing Cyberpunk. So that's going to happen, Luther. I hope you're ready for that. I will try and be gentle. I'm not a forcer, everybody. I'm not forcing things. I hope I'm having the right screwdrivers. I don't really know what's happening in the world of screwdrivers. I don't know. Most of the tools in my life that deal with them are guys who don't know what their Phillips are to their flatheads. And I'm just like, I don't know. My dad gave me a screwdriver set and was like, good luck to you. And I was like, thanks, Dad. So we'll see how that goes. I just don't want to... It takes 2 minutes to install the new drive. I just don't like the idea of opening up machinery. It just scares me. I feel like I need a Sue surgeon, someone to wipe my brow. So I can be like, brow, syringe, flathead, Phillips head, and then give the things. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to just spend some time and just do it. You can do it. I think someone said to just watch Mystic's video. So yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to get that. And then I'll be able to install, I don't know, 5 more games. Woohoo! Go me! All the games. So, what? The black part of my PS5 is super... Oh, your PS5, super dusty. It is scary how hard you have to pull the faceplate off, but it's good. See, I just don't... I like to be gentle. I'm a gentle person. You may not seem it when I'm in a frenzy. Where do you put your username on True Trophies? I don't see it. You can do it at the SSD in 5 minutes. Oh, okay. You can do it when you barbecue it. Whoa! Oh, when you B&Q it. Oh, barbecue. I'm not barbecuing. How do you work True Trophies? I think you have to sign up. Maybe it's a sign up one, I'm afraid. So, what was I going to talk about? Oh, yes. The worst final missions in video games. So, as you guys know, I'm on my quest to platinum Fallout 76. And to do that, you have to finish the game. And my God, this game has one of the worst final missions I think I've ever played. Like, I was trying to go through my list. We can all go like, please tell me yours as well. Your worst, and it could be for any reason. Was it disappointing? Was it frustrating? Was it poorly done? Whatever. But I'll tell you how this mission went down. So the Overseer is moaning about you launching nukes or whatever. She's like, don't do it. We all need to live together now. And I'm like, okay, that's okay for you to say, Overseer, when you just sit in your cool level jacket in your house where no one else is. There's nobody here. And also, you have to launch the nuke because how are you supposed to kill L. Williams and get all that XP? How are you supposed to kill the Scourge Beast to get those legendary weapons? Ha ha ha. Also, so many people have launched nukes Overseer. Nothing has happened. It's chill. Although they say that, and I suppose you could say that right now, and we're living in global warming. But this mission has you going to this bunker where you've got to put like a code in. So the first thing you do is it points you to a point of the map where you've got to go to this place. You get there and there's some portable toilets and there's like a button in the toilet, but the button does nothing. And we're like, how do we get in? The button doesn't work. No, Dark Knight. You don't go that way. You have to know that you have to go another way to go in order to use the mystery button. Okay, so that was already frustrating. The next part about this game is there's a lot of these underground bunkers that are like literal labyrinths. There is no, also, there's no in-game, so there's a map, but there's no interior maps. But all of these like really intricate inside interior buildings that look exactly the same are so difficult to navigate. So you get in there and it's like, again, this game is like admin the game and also terminals the game. Oh, get this thing in this terminal. We're back here to doing terminal what nonsense. Now, so you're on a computer. You have to like do some things, go get something else to get something else, come back to the computer, plug your ID card in, unlock the thing, go do some other computer work. Sounds fine. You know, I do computer work all the day. It's you know, I know how to use a computer. Simple, you just mash X. The game has taught me to do that. But no, it's the final mission. It's not going to be that simple, Lucy. No, whilst you're doing all this, robots are coming after you. Tons and tons of robots, and they don't stop respawning. Now, here's the real crux of the problem here. I'm on the computer trying to do whatever garbage the computer is telling me to do, while robots are shooting me. Now, I can't shoot back because I'm on a computer. So you just die whilst you're trying to do your admin. It's so frustrating. Like, I was sitting there doing it. It's like, oh, I've died at the computer again. And then when you die, you respawn all the way at the back of the very beginning of the map. And this place is like long. So every time you do it and every time you die, you walk all the way through and you get lost because it's a very confusing map. And then you're walking around in circles. Robots are respawning over and over again. Oh, and then there's radiation that's pouring in. And so you're on the computer again and your rads are going up. But the computer will only, you know how computers are. Computers will work at their own pace. They don't care. They're like, no, I'm just going to be leisurely and do it at my own time. Meanwhile, oh, I died on the computer again. Must have been something you typed. I died on the computer again. Oh, it was so irritating. The mission went on for so long. We got to the final bit where we were going to launch the nuke codes and the game bugged on us. And we could not believe it. I was like, oh my God. Now we have to do it again. So then we had to do it again. Thankfully, we had a third person with us. We had the mysterious co-op partner's other woman came and we were like, cool, thanks. And we ran through it. And then it's like, okay, now you have to punch the code in. And it was like, well, what's the code? Oh, you don't know what the code is because you should have worked it out from all these ciphers. But most people just go to the internet and just find the code and type it in. It was so annoying. I hope that you never have to do this every time you want to look. I'm never going to launch a nuke again or nuke a launch. It was so bad. It was so frustrating. I just couldn't believe this was the final mission. I think they were really trying to eke it out because not only was it the computer stuff, it was like break the mainframe. Now you have to do all this, and they're sending robots. I think one of the worst enemies in Fallout games as well because they just like destroy you all the time. The Saltrons are after you. The big one, the Mr. Gutsies. They don't shut up. Oh, and the other crime. All these robots were giving shit XP. You're killing like robot after robot. It's like 6 XP, 10 XP. I kill Super Mutant for 230 XP. Up your XP prices in the final mission. Jeez, so annoying. God, what a question. How many hours total in Fallout 76? It's gotta be up to 50. Actually, I can find out this information. This encapsulates it perfectly. Unnecessary extended busy work. 100%. I was joking to the mysterious co-op partner, some intern. So, here we are at, but let's just say Corporation X Studios, okay? All right, everybody, it's me, Big Boss Man. I want us to make sure that we get players playing the game for as long as humanly possible. Ah! What can we do? What ideas do we have? We want to spend more money.
Well, Mr. Big Wigs, I've got an idea. What if we make all the missions extremely long and complicated and difficult, so then they have to keep playing the game, and then when they get to the end of the mission, maybe it could bug out, so they have to do it again, and then they have to continue.
Kid, you got a promotion. That's a great idea. Put the bugs in the game, everybody. Like, that's must be what's happening, because the whole game is just like elongated rubbish. So that made me think, what other final missions have I played that are also really bloody irritating? So I'm curious to see what your guys are. So I went through my list. Now, I can only really remember PS3 and PS4 and PS5 games, to be honest. So one of the other ones that came to mind was Far Cry 3. And I remember not liking this one because I feel like it was a drug-induced mission, which firstly, I hate first-person games. Well, I say hate is a strong word. I just dislike first-person games in general if I can't vibe with it, especially if they've got platforming involved. And then it's adding a drug sequence on top, and it was just like, oh. And then there was like a final bit where you had to choose between your girlfriend and then whoever the people were, and I was like, I just don't care. It felt super unsatisfying. I didn't feel like I really got to know or care about any of my friends when I made this decision. So I was just like, okay, sure. And I think you just have to kill waves of enemies. And I just, final missions, we have to kill waves of enemies. I also didn't like the final Horizon mission in Horizon, not Forbidden West, Horizon Zero Dawn. Because that big war robot just took forever to take down. I don't like bullet sponges. I don't like waves of enemies. I don't like unsatisfactory resolutions of video games. I don't like anything that keeps me playing longer than necessary. Final mission is supposed to be epic. Don't drag it out. Also, I don't like unnecessary loads of talking. So I want to grab some other people's opinions on their worst final video game missions before I start rambling off anyone else's. That was more entertaining than Fallout 76. I can record holotapes for you. In fact, I'd like to do an audio book at some point. Roll Wars says, after AC Valhalla, I call time wasting in game stacking rocks and chasing paper. Nice. We'll do it all, stacking rocks and chasing paper. I don't know why that song came to mind, but I just had to see it through. Far Cry 4, the confrontation with Pagan Ming, it was so anticlimactic. I don't even remember that. I played Fallout 4 as well. Maybe some of the worst, I don't know, the worst ones to me are the ones that actually offend me rather than the ones that I just can't remember. That doesn't really remind me. Which ending did you pick? I think I killed my girlfriend, I think. I feel bad. Daniel Shirley says, first Plague Tale, final level, annoying section, hiding behind the cart and shielding from the arrows. Oh my god, yes. What was that guy? Go, Lucas, go, or whatever. Because that guy he was like, no, I've got this. You can't. And then they're like trying to run, and then Rodrigo. Oh yeah, Rodrigo dies. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, I knew someone would bring this up. Mass Effect 3's ending, it was so bad, especially the original version. So you know what? I always defend Mass Effect 3 because I think it's my favourite game. I knew someone would bring up Mass Effect 3 as the worst ending. And I can't argue with it because it is unsatisfactory. It is just like pick an ending. It kind of, the same thing somewhat happens on all three endings. But I will say when I replayed all the games as well, I didn't think the final mission was as good as the last two final missions, as in the Mass Effect 1 final mission is so cool. I loved going to Ilos and you're driving around, you're killing all the Geth, and then you find out all the information about the Reapers, and then you have to floor it into the thing, and then you end up in the Citadel and it's all turned that feels cool. And we're actually working towards something. I thought that was a good mission. Of course, the suicide mission. Going into the collector base, picking your teammates to do the things. Oh, and the music, so good. Those are good missions. But then when I played Mass Effect 3, they are trying to make it good. But I just didn't feel it was the same. You're walking through London, you have to kill a bunch of things. And I think the part actually of the ending that I didn't like about Mass Effect 3 is all of the talking. There was so much talking, and I just didn't care because it was talking to the elusive man. I was like, what's happening here? The elusive man's doing this now. What's going on? And then it was then you got up and spoke to that little child for ages, and I was it just wasn't, it wasn't as epic as just going through and being a badass, especially after Mass Effect 1 when you come out and you're like, da-da-da-da, and you arise from the ashes. That's pretty good. And of course in Mass Effect 2 when you're seeing all the stuff. Yeah, I didn't feel, other than the part I did like that ending when you go and speak to all of your comrades one last time. But yeah, it just wasn't as, and there's a lot of slow walking as well. Yeah, it's trying to be well, that game is quite a bit more cinematic than the other ones, but it's I'm doing lots of slow walking, da-da-da. No boss fight. Yeah, I don't know, do I feel like a boss fight is necessary at the end of the game? Was there a boss fight in... Oh yeah, Mass Effect 1, you fight Saren, which I think is pretty cool. The boss fight itself is not great, but it's still fine. I guess Mass Effect 2 doesn't really need that massive... what's it? I don't even know what that is. Is that a husk? That feels a little unnecessary, I suppose. It's not great. But yeah, I guess in Mass Effect 3 there is no boss fight, and I'm kind of glad about it, I guess. I think they just throw everything and the kitchen sink at you in that final bit where you're like hunkering down, and it's like banshees, loads of husks. What's the other big... Oh, and the brutes. All of that. Yeah, no boss fight in Last of Us. Again, yeah, that's... Emma's saying Mass Effect 3, the entire game was one big ending, so I honestly wasn't bothered about the last 20 minutes. Exactly, that's not going to take away the fact that I enjoyed the rest of the game so much. Who Shot Me 25 Gaming says, Tennis World Tour 2. This is mine trophy, mainly because the game's currency is unbalanced to win in Wimbledon. I never heard of this game. Just for 2K to buy a racket. Wow, okay, interesting. I'd had Fallout 3 before they changed it with Broken Steel DLC. I don't remember feeling like Fallout 3's... What is Fallout 3's final mission? I thought that was pretty cool, though. I mean, obviously, it's like feels anticlimactic, but unless you've got what's-his-face, the super mutant, to help you out. But you go to the Jefferson Memorial, you fight that other guy. Is it when you have that, you get in that robot, or that robot's following you with Victus Prime, or whatever it's called? I thought that was all right. What's the final mission in Fallout New Vegas? I'm not having to drink this, and it's actually starting to gross me out. It's the smell. The smell I can't handle. I'm going to agree with you about Fallout 76. Took us as ages, and the XP is a joke for all the kills for nothing. Thank you. Oh, Harper's also bringing up another one, which I was looking at when I looked at my list. Arkham Asylum is an excellent game, but the final boss is extremely underwhelming. So the final boss is like when you face Joker, but he kind of like, tightens up. I thought that was fine. In fact, I actually was looking at the Batman games, and I didn't enjoy fighting Clayface. Is it Clayface in Batman Arkham City? I thought that felt kind of like, meh. That was all right. I did like the ending of Batman Arkham Knight, though. That felt pretty cool. That was a good mission. Dude, you should seriously do voice acting. Well, thank you. Maybe someday. I might just do an audiobook for the end of the show one time. The Human Reaper. That's what it was. Human Reaper, yes. You need a villain in a game. I guess you do. I was speaking to someone recently, and they were like, I miss when villains were just bad. They just were bad because they wanted to be, because obviously some men just want to watch the world burn. Let's see. Uncharted 3 ending was meh too, I guess. Yeah, I suppose that felt a little anticlimactic. I wouldn't say it was one of the worst I've done. I would also say, what else is on my list? I also put Beyond Two Souls as one of the ones that I just really didn't like. I only didn't like it because it was just so complexing what was happening. So you have to do like this mission where, I kind of remember, like you go back to the place, the extraterrestrial, it's not extraterrestrial, it's supernatural. And then you have to decide who you're going to save or who you're going to bring with you to the other. It was like this, it was too overly complicated. And then once you decide, it kind of ends with this cutscene that's just like, now she's like writing her memoirs and she's like confused by her life. And I was just like, what? So that was like a weird other end. Like the mission was kind of long, and then you had to play it like a bunch of times. I just wasn't feeling that one. That was is that the one where you slowly walk through some, kinda, and then the choices between like the people that you know and the people that you kind of know, like, so it's in like the people that you're actually friends with and the people that you met on your journey, like you meet the homeless people and you meet the people in the, where are they? They're out in the, they're somewhere in like Utah or something. And it's like, why have I got to make this decision? This decision means nothing. It's something to do with Aiden as well. You were like twin kindred. It was just bizarre. And it just made zero sense. The Desert Ranch, yes. It was a very weird game. Also, I hated that guy, Ryan. Worst boyfriends in video games. Hit me. We know the best. Ryan from Beyond Two Souls. I couldn't stand his ass. I dump your ass. He was like, Jodie, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, give over. Stop trying to make this happen. I can't think of another worst boyfriend in video games. There's got to be a few where you're just like, shut up. Oh, there's like, I hate when you've got like video game boyfriends that they want so badly to make it a thing. And it's just like, these people have zero chemistry. Like, it just wouldn't happen. I'm sorry, Jacob is the worst boyfriend. Who's Jacob? Which Jacob are we talking about? The drink is gross, by the way. I feel like I should know this. Jacob. Why is that not ringing a bell? What's her face from Life is Strange? Who is what's her face? Mass Effect 2 Jacob. Oh, I see. What's her face from Life is Strange? Actually, I was going to put Life is Strange 2 as my next most annoying slash frustrating mission. Or, oh, actually, I choose to say Bay. Life is Strange 2, I remember it just felt really frustrating that every outcome was like, these are all dumb outcomes. But I did like the actual cutscenes at the end. But the actual lead up to the mission is just a little annoying Daniel boy was just like, I hate this. Actually, I feel like the Life is Strange, they sometimes have annoying people that they try and get you with. I feel like in Life is Strange 2, they really wanted to make Cassidy happen or something. I was like, no, I'm not feeling that. I kind of do want to like go through my list of games and try and figure out what worst boyfriends in video games. But maybe we can save that topic for another time. So I guess those are my top ones that I just don't enjoy. It's those. So I feel like, oh God, it's already 9:05. The show always runs out of just like time so quickly. Right. Am I just going to down this drink because I have to do it? I'm just going to down the drink. All right, you ready, everyone? Arby's. I quite liked Abby's boyfriend. I like this as Arby's. I didn't mind Owen. I thought he was all right. All right, we're going to down the drink and then we're going to talk about A Quiet Place 2. I don't know how all this tapioca is going to go without going down a straw. All right. The 5 stars for camp. These are really bad. These do not taste good. But I have to eat them, because if I don't eat them, they have to go in the bin, and then the bin's going to smell. That's how I live my life. Right. We're just going to down it. The Sims are in. Oh my God. This is how they eat in a bush to control. Oh, it's so gross. Look at them. It looks like how gross that looks. Ah. This is absolutely horrific. One grab. I can't eat it. Yeah. That is actually disgusting. Oh. I had to get rid of it. It was. I didn't want to start gagging. Oh. Oh, disgusting. That's much better, much better. Thank you for bearing with me in this time of need. Okay. Our Piers Morgan off the set. Well, that's now in my stomach. Great. So, describe the taste. It was just like for those, they were like squidgy but hard at the same time. The taste was like those tea bags, like, but gross. Like, I don't even want to think about it. Right. So I want to talk about A Quiet Place 2 for a bit before I have to also go to A Quiet Place as well and just think about my decisions. Who's watched A Quiet Place 2? I really enjoyed A Quiet Place 1. I don't normally watch horror films, but I quite like films that have like good psychological tension, and if it's like well produced and everything. So I did really want to watch A Quiet Place 2 at some point. I remember Manish and Rohana went to the cinema to watch it, but I couldn't go that day, sadly, so I had to miss out. And ever since then, I was like, oh, I really, really want to watch it. So I finally sat down and watched it. It was on Netflix, and I was like, oh, finally, I can watch this. And my God, I found it absolutely terrifying. Also, I like aliens a lot, so don't worry, I will spoiler hand it for you. Oh, I love a BLT, Dan. I'll take the other half. My dinner was these and that packet of crisps. Ugh. Oh, don't worry, I will spoiler hand it for you. So this film takes place like after the other film, pretty much, and the tension in it is done for it's done so well. Like there were so many bits that just like got me, and I was like lying there watching it and my heart was like pounding. I'm doing a non-spoiler review for now. Yeah, there was loads of bits that I was just like, this is too intense, this is too intense. The sound design, absolutely great. Like that's what really, because because the movie is all about like not being able to make sound. The sound is really important to build that tension, because everything needs to be so quiet, because that's how the whatever the things, the alien things operate. That any sound you do hear is always like, oh my god, and it's such a good. My brain has gone to mush now. It's a really good plot device, is what I'm trying to say, for something different. It's meant to be a Quiet Place 3. Nice. I don't know if I liked it more or less than the first one. I think I liked the first one more, because it's still like the intrigue of what's going on, whereas this one was more like them just trying to survive or find out more information. But there was one bit in particular where lots of things were happening. I was like, this might be a little too much for me. The monsters do kind of remind me too of the clickers, and remind me of also like the clickers versus the Demogorgon in Stranger Things, because of the way they have those heads that sort of like flap and whatnot, and then they also are very sound. Well, thank you. I'm going to sign off. You seem like a very nice young lady. Good luck with your channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. I'll put the spoiler hand up now, so I want to talk about a couple of spoilers. So, what do I want to talk about spoiler-wise? I remember eating popcorn and being so aware of how loud it was because it was so quiet. Can you mimic their sounds? I don't really remember what the sounds were. I can only do... Oh, a little bit like Lickers. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the movie is super good. Like, I was so into it. Like, at one point I had to text somebody because I had to like break the tension for myself, because I was like, I also like the way that it ends very on a dramatic like there's, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like every time you think it's safe, it's not, and then all of a sudden like something big happens and it just ends. And you're like, whoa. And I like watching films where it makes you think afterwards. Like I want to go on the internet and find out, what do people think? What does this mean? And everything. So anyway, the story is that they have to. Actually, this is one thing I do wish. When I started the film, I couldn't quite remember what happened in the first one, and I feel like maybe I can't be the only person that thought this. Like I was trying to rack my brains of like what was going on, because the film like assumes you remember because it takes place almost directly after the first one, and so it took me a little bit of time to be like, oh yeah, this happened, and they're trying to do this because of this. So I felt like maybe I needed a bit of context, or maybe a little bit of a refresher. Because you can't expect everyone to watch the first movie all the time just to catch up. But maybe they did want people to do that. Anyway, so they have to leave where they used to live, because I can't remember why. I think they want to try and work out how to kill these things or to get rid of them. What I like about this film is at the very beginning, it shows a flashback to how these aliens arrived, which I think was the big thing. Is like, how did they get here? Like, why are they here? And I don't think they actually answer it in the movie itself. It's more just like, what was that day like? God, I'm afraid that I'll have to live through a day where some kind of alien happens, because that would be terrifying. How long ago did I watch the first one? Probably like 2 years ago or something. I can't remember how or where I watched it. I didn't watch it when it first came out. I watched it on DVD. I'm pretty sure I got the DVD or something. Anyway, so because everyone's just like living a normal life, then all of a sudden this thing just falls out of the sky. Like, I don't know how terrifying it would be to just watch something fall out of the sky, and then everything just changes. Like everyone's just getting murdered. Like who was the first people that really discovered that being quiet was what was going to save you? Anyway, so the whole premise is that these aliens, like, I think they live in a place where there's no sound or there's no light or whatever. So, and because they have really sensitive hearing, any noise, they just murder it. They don't even like murder you for like food. They just murder you straight up because they want you to die. So then they go and, so anything that happens that's sound related, you're like, so they're like running because it's like, run, and then everyone has to speak in that whisper bit. And then the bit that got me that I couldn't, the other thing about both these films is always like horrible bits where someone gets hurt, and I can't stand like gore or people getting hurt. The boy stands in a bear trap, and of course when you're in pain all you want to do is scream, and I was just like, and he's like, ah, and the mom's like, stop, and he's like how can, like, oh, I couldn't I had to like look away for that bit, because bear trap is like, oh. And so that was pretty much So that was a bit of an intensity. But the other bit was when people make dumb decisions in movies. The other bit that really got me, there was like 3 intense things all happening at once. So like the kid is trying to look after the baby. The mum's going away to like try and get some more stuff because they need supplies. And then the other girl and Cillian Murphy or whatever. Is it Cillian Murphy or is it Cillian Murphy? Sorry. They're going off to also do something because there's other bad people that are around. So they're like in a steel factory and then they closed like the bit where they burn things because then they can be... Is it... Oh no, I said it wrong. So they close the thing so they can speak kind of normally without being able to, you know, alert the aliens or whatever. So the boy goes in there with the baby, but he shuts it properly, so they're going to run out of oxygen. But they got this little oxygen tank with him, and he's like, and I was like, no. And so he's like, and then the baby's got a little oxygen mask on, and he takes it from the baby, and you're like, oh, and then he's trying to use it, and they're like, oh, and then it's like, come on, you have to get back in time to save him. Whilst that's all happening, the guy, I'm going to call his name, what's his name? It was like a really, Ermit? Is Ermit a name? Armit. Is it Amit? What is that name? It's a really American name. Anyway, he's with that other girl and they go to the dock and they see a little girl and the girl goes, and then there's all like horrible people coming and they're trying to do stuff and then it's like, you have to make a noise in order for all the things to come. I don't know. And then they discover that the things can't swim. So then you see like, oh, a moment of levity. Everyone is living nicely. But then the mum comes back and realizes that they're trapped in the thing while they're both like, oh, we're running out of oxygen. And then she's like, oh, okay, now it's fine. That bit was super intense. I did not like that. And then having more people just murdered. People just get murdered all the time because whenever they make a sound. His name was Kmart. I don't know. And then the very end was pretty cool. It was an intense... Because it's like, the other thing I really like about it is like, because you have to be quiet, everything you do has to be deliberately like soft. So like, let's say I'm going to pick up this can. So you've got to really take your time because I can't just go, I'm getting murdered, all right? Every time, everything you do is like, careful. And like, that's the tension, like, because you don't want to make a single sound. You're like, that might have got me killed, that little bit there. So I quite like all of that, like all the things you take for granted, gone, because everything has been done so carefully. So in the end, they managed to, well, actually, Armpit was wearing shoes all the time. Oh, I really like the bit in the train as well, because there's a girl in it who's deaf, and I really like what they do with her, because when she hasn't got a hearing aid thing, they just like literally cut all the sound, and it's like the most terrifying feeling is watching someone do something, but they have no idea because they can't hear. So there's bits where she's like in danger, but she's clueless because she can't hear the danger behind her. Like that stuff was super intense too. So at the end, there was you know, they find out a way that they have super sensitive hearing, and that was pretty cool, like seeing the kids like, you know, rising up and being like, yeah, we're gonna, you know, defeat the things. And it was cool that the boy who was a bit more scared, he just like shot the... So we're going with Armpit. Is it Ermit? I don't know. It is a very American... I'm gonna look it up. Oh, Cillian Murphy. Cillian? it's Cillian Murphy, or is it Killian? Oh, it's Killian. That makes more sense. Killian. Okay, now I've read it right. Right, A Quiet Place. What is it? Emmett. I wasn't too far away. It was Emmett. It is Emmett. I found it. So yeah. Then at the end, they realize that that's the way they're going to do it. So I'm wondering now in the next film, if now they've discovered that they have super sensitive hearing, can they get rid of them? Can they kill them? Because that'd be awful. Like these things. Apparently they came on meteorites. John, what's his face, said, the guy who makes it. The guy who's married to Emily Blunt. So I got Emmett from Emmett. Anyway, so I think now I guess they have to try and figure out a way to make the signal go everywhere, and then they can destroy them, I guess. So that must be the premise of the next film. Is there a next film happening? I think people said that it was going to happen. A Quiet Place 3 potential release date. Maybe I should go and see A Quiet Place 3 in the cinema. That might be quite fun. Oh, Joseph Quinn's going to be in it. The guy who played, what's it? Oh, I can't, the guy from Stranger Things. The guy, Eddie, that's it. Maybe I think I might die if I watched this in the cinema. It'd be so terrifying. So yeah, that was what I did. I scared myself with horror, and it was awful, but I also really, really, really liked it. So that's my review of a Quiet. I pressed stop streaming by accident. Hopefully it was still live. Me just like, stop. I meant to put the spoiler hand down, so we're out of spoiler. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up today for this edition. I hope we're still here. We are still alive. Phew. When you press stop streaming in OBS, it doesn't seem to do anything. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up here for Locking It Down with Lucy because I want to eat the rest of my crisps and might watch another episode of Regrets Go because I like that show a lot. So thank you all for being here. Apologies again that these were, you know, a bit thrown together. I will be back tomorrow for Horizon The Burning Shores. Will the shores be burning or will my brain be burning? We shall find out. But for now, check for more bugs. I don't want to check for any more bugs. These bugs scare the hell out of me. Now I have to listen to the Sims walking about. My God. So I asked all you guys, Locking It Down with Lucy chat, what is best chocolate? Pool. 4% of you said none. 19% of you said dark chocolate, 23% of you said white chocolate, and 54% of you said milk chocolate, which is the correct answer. In fact, the correct answer is all chocolate. All the chocolate. All the chocolate. All the chocolate. So tomorrow the stream will probably be about 7 p.m. British Standard Time. Maybe 6:30 if I get bored. Depends what time I get back from work. But tomorrow I want to get to work, knock out some, I've got more of a creative thing to do tomorrow. So I'll do that, come back, and start the weekend. Everybody, you did it. We've done it. We've made it to another weekend. Congrats. I think it is time. Right. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate your time. Thanks for all being here. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. I'm going to finish eating these crisps and not think about that disgusting drink that I drank and what it's doing to my insides right now. All right, I shall see you. What's coming up on the channel this week? I will be posting Foxy Cat's short. Thank you again, Foxy Cat, for making that. There's the stream tomorrow. And then I guess we're back for Locking It Down with Lucy next week. So until then, have a good one. Thank you so much for being here. And I shall catch you all on the flip side. Later, essay. Let's go over here and press